Hi everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone's doing well. This is for a reading for the new moon in Leo, the Lion's Gate, this portal that's being open, that is open since the end of July till about, don't hold me to the date, maybe about a couple days from now. But anyway, this new moon in Leo, we are at the onset. Confidence is your key to success. To Leo new moon. All right. All of a sudden, I can't talk. I had so much energy. All right, and I guess I'm thinking everyone should be feeling that burst, that fire, to move forward into this cycle, this 28-day cycle with the new moon in Leo. There's a full moon in between here. We have the full moon in Aquarius, which we also had a full moon July 28th in Aquarius. So we're still feeling some of that energy of being your authentic self. And we coming up to the new moon in Virgo, which would be, take time to give, then receive. So we're starting this cycle with, it's interesting, we have a new moon, but we're coming up with the moon, so that's some watery emotion. But also when you think about the moon, you look at these two peaks here, it's like you have to kind of stay on your path, but also tune into your intuition, because your intuition is guiding you. And that's going to be very important with this Leo moon, because Leo is about can be a lot of ego and pride. So it's like keeping that in check and knowing the difference between pride, ego, and confidence. Yeah. And the village. So there's some type of tower moment here. There is a tower moment, and just because we see the village is burning, what we're talking about, there is some type of change to look forward to. Now we're starting the cycle with this new moon in Leo, so with that, it's really a good time to write down your goals at any new moon, and each new moon, revise your goals, review your goals, because sometimes you just have to adjust things. Life is what it is, right? So some things we have to adjust, but there is a tower moment here. And so you really have to watch your emotions. We have a 2 of air reversed. Now, you have 2 minds, So you're like fluttering back and forth. You can't make a decision. All right, there's too many cards fell out, but we have Oshumare, which is like the oldest mother of the ocean. It's like shedding new skin to prepare yourself. We got the 4 of earth. So it's like you're kind of standing your ground, but there's some messages coming in. And then there's a need for some gratitude and let go. You are free. And what are you fighting for? And coming together. And defending yourself, and there's a need for temperance, and we have the 3 of fire here. So with all that, you're up to minds. I see that with all these cards, I'll say that you're conflicted. And I'm going to make this assumption, especially because we're looking at a 28-day cycle, and we still have that Aquarius full moon in the middle of all this. And who are you? Who is your authentic self? Or what do you want to share? Or who do you want to share with? You got to be selective. You know what I'm saying? All right, so there's something's changing here, and I think there's a decision that has to be made, and you're up to minds. Okay? And we have Shupana, also known as Baba Luaye, or some may, if in the Catholic pantheon, that could be Saint Lazarus, you know, the guardian of health. So with all this, which is interesting coming into the Virgo new moon, I would say regardless of what's going on, is definitely a good time to take care of your health. When you talk about being confident and feeling good, even if you are in your ego or whatever, you know, you have to take care of yourself. And then when you take care of yourself, you're showing the world the real you. Okay? So with all that said, there's going to be a change. Maybe there's a change in mind in how you take care of yourself. But then too, this is Saint Lazarus, Babaluaye, or Shipana, which is called in the in South America and Bahia. You know, he was like the patron saint of the people when people had smallpox, and he looked out for these people, protected these people. And so, besides taking care of yourself, maybe you are of two minds in how you take care of others. Coming into the Virgo moon, what do you give? You have to be a little more selective. So, your intuition is really guiding you in this new moon cycle. And there's going to be a change of thought, change of mind, but you're conflicted on how to do it. And really what I think it boils down to is how you're taking care of yourself and what are you doing to take care of others. Or really, what is your role? How do you take care of others? Shoot, you know what? I want my other cards. Let's see here. I can't grab them quickly, so that means forget it, right? Okay, so with this moon, tapping into your intuition here, I really, with this change, ooh, you got the Death. Your intuition is guiding you to some type of change, which is interesting. We got the Death. And the next card is the Village. So there is some type of change. But it doesn't have to be bad. That Death is just a change of mind. You look at this. Now, with the Village, this change, your intuition. You're following your intuition to create the change that you need. And if it's in your relationship with yourself or others, and of course it's both, right? Ooh, there's two there. What's this? Ooh, tapping in. We're starting. Even with all this fire. All this fire. You know, fire can burn things. So it is going to be creating the death, the change in how you see things. Which is a good thing. Which is really quite positive. I don't see this as something negative. And, okay, do I have two cards here or is it one? I gotta check. Oh, it's two. Okay. You got stop. Okay. Stop vacillating back and forth. Yes, no, maybe. Yes, no. Stop. Shut your brain down. You gotta make the decision. Okay. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Wow, this is, stop. I really feel this, this transformation is really, I feel, especially starting with this Leo season, this Leo moon, this is more about you taking care of yourself. Stop worrying about other people because they're going to do what they got to do. You can't give, you can't do for others if you're not taking care of yourself, which is really prevalent at this, you know, at this moon. When you really think about it, it's like you got to take care of yourself. And coming with this, and in the middle of this cycle with this Aquarian, you know, it's about ditch the conventional. So if the conventional you is always worrying about other people, trying to take care of the people, you know, sometimes you just got to pray for them, because you can't allow yourself to be depleted. And this is what this moon, or this cycle, I really feel that Leo is, I am the king, I am the queen, I got to take care of myself. So you got to do what you got to do. And with this, like I said, the full moon right in the middle of this 28-day cycle, this is like activate your activism in a sense. You know, how you doing you, doing you. And you don't, it's not being selfish. It really isn't. And I'm not saying don't care about others, don't take care of others. But if you're not taking care of yourself, you have nothing to give. All right. So with this coming into, with this moon reading, which is what this is all about, you know, like I said, you got to watch your ego and pride, and be mindful of being reckless and impulsive, but use this time in a sense with some tolerance for yourself and others. It's like you have to kind of control the fire just a little bit. And your intuition is probably very heightened. Like I said, this is the Lion's Gate, the portal. So you're probably getting a lot of messages coming from the Most High, God, your ancestors, your angels, however you refer to it. So you're probably getting a lot of intuitive message. And these messages is going to create the change, the death. And it's interesting. We got death with the moon and intuition with the village. So that's like almost a wash. Change and tapping into your intuition. And shut down the brain, going back and forth. You're going to have to make a decision to put yourself first. Ooh, so we also got here. Let's see. Wait, these cards all flip. I can't do them all. So we only want one. We just want one. Okay? Happiness. Yeah. Happiness. And this is interesting because, like I said, this is about health, protecting your health, being mindful of your health. But if you're healthy, you're happy, physically, mentally, and spiritually. If you're happy, you can create the things or draw or that attract the things that you want. But this is being of this two minds, going back and forth. So what I also see here is, especially with this new moon cycle, if you're thinking about what types of goals, what you want to accomplish between now and the end of the year, or now and next year this time, I'm sensing that, especially with the full moon in the middle here, for some, I feel that some of you may be in a situation that really isn't allowing you to be who you are. So that's where your intuition and this death is coming. And you're going back and forth about it. So if you're in a relationship, a job, or a situation that, you know, you become comfortable with, because for whatever reason you're not comfortable now. So there's got to be some change for you to come into your authentic self. And this is something, like I said, we had the full moon in Aquarius on July 28th. So this is something coming into this Leo moon. And this is why I want to urge everyone to be very mindful of ego and pride. So there's going to have to be some level of taming the fire, because this change, this village, I mean, you could create the change by saying something or doing something that you shouldn't, or, you know, you may feel like it, I'm going to say you shouldn't do, but maybe for some you should, but you have to be cognizant. Yeah, you have to be cognizant. This is like, ooh, this is good. This is good. Let's let me see here. I can't find my other cards, or they're not right here. So, with that, let's do this, because I want a little more clarity. Okay. All right, let me get a little more clarity at the end of this with this. Okay, that came out. Oh, the man, the star, which is interesting with the Leo. See, this is what definitely the star here. You in the traditional deck, you see it's more like Aquarian, which is interesting because we had the Aquarian full moon. But that Aquarian, but here it's depicted. When you look at the star, you think of the five senses. All your senses are being heightened, and you know how to use your intuition to create what you want, because you are the star. The man here, this is the star. This is what it's all about. You want to be your star, your authentic self. You want to shine. Leos like to shine. And but you have to decide what that is for yourself, because people, want you to do stuff, and it may not be for you. So interesting here, like, oh, it's interesting I said that, the devil. So be mindful of someone trying to manipulate you. Also, this is about this 9 of earth. So planting your seeds going forward. So evaluating, tapping into your intuition, and which is interesting because the 9 of earth, you see now, this is getting ready to start a new cycle. So going into the Virgo new moon, and we're going to be preparing to go in fall. So we're going to be planting seeds for the fall. You're going to be planting your harvest. What do you want to grow? This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What do you want to grow? Baba Larisha, you're the magician. You can create whatever it is you want. You can be happy by your standards. And then this came out again, so this must want to come out. The Oshumare. This is really like shedding that old skin. This is the change that you want to create, so that the change. Like the snake sheds its skin. This is about shedding beliefs, ideas. And if you're not shedding it, you're putting it into a different perspective to make it work. That rainbow, see that rainbow and that sun? This is what you want to create, your happiness in this Leo season. Write down your goals. Do what makes you happy. Stop going back and forth, back and forth. Make a decision and do the work. So with that said, this is really good. Happy Leo new moon. Happy Lion's Gate, because this is the time. Write down your goals and get moving. All right. Again, like, share, subscribe. The links are down below. This is Omi. Peace.